Hello, everybody. My name is Kenneth Brown, and greetings to the class of Leading the Enterprise. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but I live in Atlanta, Georgia. And greetings also to Professor Gibson and Professor Reed. A little bit about myself. As I said, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, grew up in the Jeffries Projects, and I am a sales and business coach for sales professionals. I show them how to close deals, how to talk on the phone, how to conduct that first meeting, how to get referrals. And for business owners and entrepreneurs, I show them how to be a better leader. That's the reason why I'm in this class. And a better communicator and how to run the business profitably. I strongly believe that if I can help them be successful in their business, that helps them. It also helps their family and helps the community. So that's very, very important. Uh, I the things I like to do, my interest is I love working out. I like listening to music, watching movies. I guess just now Netflix and YouTube TV and the sort, but not that's not going to the movies, unfortunately. Um, my talents, my talents are I am a learner, love to learn, and I also am an activator, which means committed to action. Also, I'm an achiever. I'm a maximizer, which means I maximize a person's potential or a group's potential. What else about me? Futuristic. So, um, I strongly believe as a coach, sales and business coach, I've been doing this for like 20 years, that you can be the best expert in the world, but if you can't sell your expertise, then you don't have a business. And if you don't run your business profitably, then you won't be in business for very long. So that's a very important thing. Anything else I want to tell you? Oh, background. Started off as an enlisted guy in the Navy, earned a scholarship. As a matter of fact, this is a picture of me. Changed a little bit, right? Got older. And this is one of my first, I think it was my second or third ship, Haleakala, USS Haleakala. And then I got a plaque I got lots of plaques from ships, but this is one from the Haleakala. And so I think the next thing I want to talk. So I was also a systems analyst for a couple years. I was a certified financial planner for 10 years, and then I discovered my passion coaching. I was hired by Krauthammer International in 2000, end of 2000, and started my coaching career in 2001. So, anything else you want to know about me? Leadership experience. I've been leading, developing, training people since I was 14. It sounds kind of strange. 14 years old, really, Ken? But what happened was I have four brothers, and one of my brothers, Terry, was getting involved in a summer softball league, elementary school. He was 8 years old, and so I was just going to be there, support him, and we met on the first day, we met the team on the first day. They started practice and start playing games. Well, they weren't very good. They won some games and lost more initially. And one day, the coach missed practice, and he missed the game, which I thought was kind of odd. But I said no problem. I went ahead and took care of the team for coaching, and then the game I was the coach for the game. Um, But when he didn't show up, I basically took upon myself to say, okay, I guess it's up to me. So I looked at the team, looked at the strengths, the weaknesses, and I put them where I thought they could excel. And then I taught them the fundamentals of baseball, like um, how to catch the ball, how to hit the ball, how to play defense, and we structured the lineup so we had the best hitters in strategic places. And guess what? We started winning, and we end up winning. As a matter of fact, have you ever saw the Bad News Bears? The team was like the Bad News Bears. I don't think they were cussing or any profanity there, but there were some hard times. But I coached them because I was a pretty good baseball player. And guess what happened? We start winning, and we won the championship. And that was my little brother's first championship. That was my only championship. So that's a little story about how I discovered my passion being a leader. My first leadership experience. And then, and by the way, guess how old I was? I was 14. That's why I say I've been leading, training, developing people since I was 14. And then in September, I was involved in junior Army ROTC, completed the first year, ninth grade, and was promoted from private to buck sergeant and sergeant first class. And so I was really excited in the 10th grade to find out what am I going to learn the second year. Well, unfortunately, they didn't have an instructor. So guess who volunteered? I volunteered. And I was still 14. I did turn 15 in October. And so those are my first experiences as a leader. And then when I got commissioned, I served as assistant engineering officer on board the USS Carpenter. And then I'll talk a little bit about my experience on the USS Haleakala, which I showed you the plaque. I was the first stream officer on board the ship. Prior to that, and let me tell you, the USS Haleakala was an ammunition ship. The goal of the ship is to deliver supplies, oil, food, ammunition to ships, and we would replenish ships side by side in the water. And on the USS Haleakala, we had cargo winches, I think about 6 cargo winches. We had elevators, forklifts, and the division prior to me was having some issues, malfunctions, breakdowns. They didn't have any leadership, and so I was the first stream officer on board the ship to take over that division. I had over 20 enlisted people, machinist mates, bosun mates, electrician mates, and we came together. And for 2 years, we had when we went out on several. We had one deployment about 8 months, and then we had other many deployments. And for the 2 years, we never had any breakdowns, any malfunctions. We ran that division seamlessly. There were no problems with cargo winches, no problems with elevators, no problems with forklifts, and so it was really good. I had junior enlisted people, as I said. I had I think 3 or 4 petty officers, and we got the job done because our division was so important that if we didn't do our job as stream division, the ship couldn't perform. So I'm really proud. What I did is I took those junior enlisted people, empowered them, taught them, and every time I was out there, I always looked for something good to say to them to pump them up. And I told them I used to be an enlisted guy, and I became an officer. So if you perform, if you help this division help achieve the things we need to achieve and complete the mission for not only our division, but USS Haleakala, we were critical. If we didn't do our job, then USS Haleakala couldn't do their job. So that was a very, very great experience for me as a leader. So I just wanted to share that. So I was an enlisted guy for 2 years, officer for 7 years. I was also a systems analyst, EDS, and I was a certified financial planner for 10 years, self-taught myself. So that's a little bit about me. And Ken, if there's anything else that if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Looking forward to working with each and every one of you all. And I would say together, let's learn and grow, and let's go get this. Take care.